I mean, Team Melee was really popular for Starcraft, but then Starcraft 1 was also kind of like more of a social game, in my opinion. People loved Brood War and Warcraft 3 Battle.net, Starcraft 2 Battle.net. It is what it is. People have forgotten, more so than forgave, how atrociously non-social it was.
What's going on?
So I think you still encourage the idea of giving someone the flexibility. I'm not gonna proxy. I'm gonna scout.
Additional supply depots.
Giving someone the flexibility of playing however they want and queuing however they want, without a lot of preparation involved.
SCV ready. Going. Man the ring. SCV ready. What's going on?
So battle cruisers.
Yo.
Our SCVs
It's a good matchup for it.
SCV ready. Gotcha.
Chat room first, the two could discuss. I mean, that's a neat idea.
SCV ready.
Insufficient Vespine
I think
gas.
there's things that you can give to players that would still, like, you don't have to restrain them,
Bad news.
but you can, yeah, add more communication options.
What's going on?
Maybe that, maybe not, just because it might be kind of boring. After the 50th time trying to talk to your partner, and every single time they just are silent, you're gonna get really bored of having the minute wait time.
Command center upgrade complete.
But maybe you could have, like, instead of a, okay, you're locked into this, you just have, like, a, yeah, little board, whatever you want to call it,
Insufficient
where it
Vespine
says,
gas.
did I go gas?
On the way.
Where it says, you know, you can ping the units you think you want to get, and the other guy can just ignore it, or be like, okay, it sounds good.
Additional supply depots required.
Go, go, go! What? You want something? Armed and ready. That's fine.
Being somewhat bunch of chat rooms. Yeah, I guess it is a bit of a product of its time, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
And unfortunately, StarCraft's tried to be new and kind of appeal more to a console future, which still didn't make any sense for what was still a purely PC game, but that's the scenario as I understand it. They hired a guy who was very experienced with console UI design, and he fucking made something for consoles.
Add-on complete.
So it lost all the fond memories and nostalgia and simply better
On the way.
input that Battle.net 1.0 had. Why am I banking money?
Command
Yeah.
center upgrade complete.
SCV ready. Fair enough. Shut. All right. Yes, indeed. What's going on? SCV ready.
Oops, sorry, guy.
In the rear. SCV ready.
My mules, they're so confused.
Add-on complete.
Ready to race. SCV ready.
The fucking Marine was there.
Not enough energy.
SCV ready.
That guy's not getting paid.
SCV ready.
I played StarCraft on 64. I did too. That's actually the first time I played StarCraft.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. SCV ready. Light it up.
It wasn't Brood War either. It was just regular StarCraft.
Can't win. Ready to plunder.
I think most people know that. It's just that it's so conditioned to say Brood War.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Yep, couldn't make that wall worse if I tried.
SCV ready.
Ooh, well. Let's hope they don't use
Not
it.
enough
SCV ready.
I do need a supply depot though. Ooh.
Daylight's burning. Right on. SCV ready.
additional supply depots.
Didn't they launch StarCraft 2 on a console for a brief period of time? Not that I recall.
Are you
I don't
ready
think
for
so.
this?
Additional supply
They might have
depots
talked about
required.
it being a plan. What did I just say? Kind of ended up trapping the guy anyways. That kind of benefited me, actually. Haha! Fell right into my plan.
SCV ready. Very well.
I don't think I've ever talked about it, but I almost always just have my Hellions go left, then right, then back home. Because they almost always have an overlord somewhere, and they're looking for your Hellions to leave. So by just kind of sneaking
Not
their
enough
way around
energy.
and back home, you catch a lot of Ling run-bys. Since they just used all their Lings. Try and go for a Hellion run-by. He made a lot of Lings there.
Smoking. SCV ready.
So that's fine.
Unacceptable landing zone.
I can't build here. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Where's the hot?
He's hoping to catch me not producing Hellions. And I think now he's picked up on the fact that, you know, I'm actually not going by him.
Ready to raise? SCV ready.
Twitch Prime sub received. Thank you for appeasing the overmind.
SCV ready. Daylight's burning. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. Oh, really? SCV ready.
My Viking just ran itself into the queens.
That's a negatory. It's blocked.
Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck.
I'm going in. All day long.
This is not going well.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Additional insufficient Vespene gas.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Mineral field completed.
SCV ready.
Stop making links.
SCV
He's probably saying stop making Hellions.
Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespene.
SCV ready.
Mineral additional supply
Oh,
depots
fuck.
required.
That's when I F2'd.
Additional supply depots required.
Playing worse as the day goes on.
Additional supply depots required.
I can't build here. Big job. SCV ready. I can't steer me. Fueled up, ready to go.
Additional supply depots required.
What's going on?
Cool, cool. Solid, solid.
Additional supply depots. Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
Ready to raise some hell.
Add-on complete.
Can you,
SCV
can
ready.
you stop that?
Research complete.
Ready to raise some hell.
Not enough energy. Insufficient Vespene gas.
SC4 is here. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Mineral
Can't make both at once, then I'll just block myself.
SCV ready. Ready to roll out. Ready to raise some hell. Yeah, whatever.
This is a game of StarCraft.
Are you ready to raise some hell?
Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
Odd one, but it nonetheless is.
Not enough energy. Unacceptable landing zone.
This guy has some pretty good creep spread.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough. Ready to roll out. Not enough energy.
Waiting on you.
Jesus.
Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack.
SCV ready. I can't build here. In the rear with the geek, huh?
Base is under attack. Our district is under attack.
Raise some hell.
Not enough minerals.
Are you?
Not enough minerals.
Call this unideal Zerg play. Would be an understatement. Call this unideal Terran play would also be an understatement.
Waiting on you. Ready to raise some hell. Ready to roll out. Talk to me. SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go.
Upgrade complete.
Yes, Commander.
Are you ready?
Patching you through.
SCV ready.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Research complete. Base is under attack.
SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go. SCV ready. I'm in a heap of trouble. SCV ready.
It's a trap.
Oh man. Eesh.
Reporting for action.
Eesh.
Not enough minerals.
That was obviously something I could have continued using.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. Fueled up, ready to go.
Not enough minerals.
Focus. Daylight. Ready to roll out. Are you ready for this?
We have you on screen.
Not enough minerals.
I'm in a
Oh my god.
ready to raise some hell.
Not enough minerals.
Would that have been helpful?
Got no pain.
You know, it might have been.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
All hands to battle stations.
Additional supply depots required.
Fueled up, ready to go. Gotcha. Ready to raise.
Additional supply depots. Mineral field depleted. Additional. Not enough minerals.
Well, it'll probably even bamboozle this guy, you know? That's the good thing, I guess.
Additional. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Ready to raise some hell.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete.
Ready to raise some hell. Go ahead. I'm in a heap of trouble.
Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted.
Gotta be careful
Additional
using
supply
Hellions.
depots
He's gonna have
required.
Broodlords now, soon.
Ready to raise some hell.
Additional supply depots required.
Pedal to the metal. Talk to me, boss. I'm in a heap of trouble. I'm going in. Absolutely.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
Liberation is a path.
Daylight's burning.
Upgrade complete.
Ready to raise some hell.
He's gonna go Lurkers?
Mineral field.
Ready to raise.
Upgrade complete.
Will do. Ready to raise some hell.
Moving into position.
Huh?
Upgrade complete.
Somehow, this has gone into not an even game,
Easy.
but a game. A playable game.
Upgrade complete.
Ready to roll out.
Unacceptable command.
I do want those Thors to be supercharged.
What's our
Okay, he might have. He's got more army somewhere.
Mineral field depleted.
We're returning fire. All hands to battle stations.
Vespine geyser. Mineral field depleted.
Ready to plunder.
Returning fire.
Yeah, it was not that impressive of an army.
Battle station.
Complete. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum.
Ooh, I think he made a mistake. Woo! I think we went for too many drones.
Can't hold them alone. Are you ready for this?
Mineral field depleted.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to go.
Unacceptable command.
I do need more Hellbats though.
Maximum supply. Mineral field.
Broodlords are not that impressive. Could I win this game?
Great job. Lay it on me. Ready to raise some hell. Right on.
I think I might still win this game. Oh my god. Talk about terrible fucking game.
Raise some hell. Ready to roll out.
Mineral field. Upgrade complete.
Used up. Ready to go.
Not enough. Unacceptable command.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Absolutely. Pedal to the metal. What? SCV ready. What's that?
Upgrade complete.
Ready to raise some hell. I'm in deep.
Doesn't have enough. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking win.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise. I'm in deep. Got no faith.
He can't protect his
Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy.
Broodlords. And you can't take advantage of the fact that I just don't have that much on the... Oh, Jesus Christ, would you? He can't protect his Broodlords because... And I couldn't really protect my tank, my Thors that well. My Hellbat count was really low. So if he actually got to like 10 Broodlords and I still was fucking around not getting Hellbats on the front line, and then he could have won if he had, like, roaches on the ground. Because I have to use my tanks, basically, as emergency hellbats, so they're not actually sieging to kill any roaches. But the guy didn't make any roaches. So my tanks kept protecting my Thors, which kept killing all his broodlords. This was such a bad game. My god. The amount of mistakes that I made, man. He must have just had too many drones. It's not like he was playing super well either, but still. Oh, good lord. Yeah. $92 is not, is actually, that's fine for now. He didn't actually ever get, like, max for a very long time, surprisingly. I assumed, well, I guess I assumed that he wasn't maxing because he had a huge bank. Or he was starting a transition, but the transition actually came quite late, so I thought to myself, well, he must have like 6k, 6k. But that's not actually true. I guess he should have expanded even faster than he did. I mean, eventually he took the map. He probably should have taken it faster. Instead of laying bailing at me 5 more times. And then he's like, okay, so he's 100 drones. And that, you know, could be problematic. He also went for 16 corruptors, which you pretty much, unless the Terran already has Vikings, you can actually get away with basically only making as many corruptors as you will broodlords. Of course, you have to be a little careful that you don't get Viking surprised, but he's maxed out now. Shit. He's maxed out now, building 7 more roaches. 80 drones. It's just not... It's a surprisingly small army. Then 6 broodlords. Obviously, if he had 9 broodlords right off the bat, or 10 or whatever, that would have been much better. Yeah. So a combination of his army being small and like not the best army either, and then also a bunch of miscontrol in his Vipers. The Vipers are still really important there, and he just let them die. You should have gotten Hydra Lurker Viper? No, not necessarily. But he could have. But if you're gonna go Broodlords against a mech player who already has Thors, then you've gotta be careful with it. You gotta have a good number of Broodlords, a threatening ground army, so either have like nothing but broodlords, so like 20 broodlords, or 10 broodlords and a ground army, and Vipers, so you can abduct Thors, Blinding Cloud, and then it's a tug of war between like the siege, unsiege, Hellbats on the front lines, Thors getting in range of the broodlords, dodging the Blinding Clouds, so on and so forth.